Assalamualaikum everyone. Assalamualaikum everyone. Assalamualaikum everyone. Join MIF Class. Yes. कैसा चल बस प्रैक्टिस से आ रहा है आज पहले दिन से दूसरे दिन अच्छा हुआ ये तो मज़े अच्छा ये अंदर कुछ Yes, come on, hurry up everybody. Okay, so now we can start.
Yes. First of all, a warm welcome to all of you. A good morning and assalamu alaikum everyone. All of you. All of you know as we strive to deal with pandemic COVID-19 and we have to make best out of this situation. So in order to ensure the best possible learning, we, the team of SM Public Academy Campus 5, introducing voice is not clear. Yes, again. I think now the voice is clear. Yes, once again, I'm going to start first. A warm welcome to all of you in grade 8. I am your maths teacher and my name is Miss Safia. I am going to teach you in your grade 8. As we strive to deal with pandemic that is COVID-19 and we have to make the best out of this situation. So in order to ensure the best possible learning, we, the team of SM Public Academy Campus 5, introducing an online class.
Students who can check your speakers and check your headphones or whatever.
Now your voice is clear. Yes, guys, again, a warm welcome to all of you. As we strive to deal with pandemic that is called COVID-19 and we have to make the best out of this situation. So in order to ensure the best possible learning, we, the team of SM Public Academy Campus 5, introducing an online classes for our students so that you people get connected to education and when you return back, you are not blank at all. So here are some preventions which you have to follow for COVID-19 that is, you have to wash your hands at least for 20 seconds. Sanitize constantly. You have to use sanitizer. Avoid the close contact. You have to avoid the crowded places. Wear mask. Stay at home. Just cover your cough and sneeze. You have to keep your surrounding clean. You have to sanitize yourself. Stay at home. Stay healthy. May Almighty Allah keep all of us safe and healthy. Ameen Suman. Yes, guys, before coming to our first lecture, first I am going to tell you some rules which you have to follow in this online classes. So, rule number 1 is you are advised to make your own ID with your name to be let in the class. No one will be allowed to enter the classroom with irrelevant identity. So you have to make your identity with your name. Okay, no one is allowed to enter the classroom with with irrelevant identity just because okay, this is necessary for your attendance. If you are with any other name, then it is really very difficult for us to make your attendance clear. Rule number 2 is no one will be allowed to enter the classroom after 10 minutes from the beginning of the lecture. As I start my lecture, after 10 minutes, I am going to lock this class, and after 10 minutes, nobody is allowed to come in my class. Nobody is allowed to join me, nobody is allowed to connect. Okay? So, rule number 3 is you will not be allowed to share your audio until after the lecture is complete. You people are not supposed to talk, you people are not supposed to share your audio. Okay? However, you will always be welcome to raise the question and the queries in the last 10 minutes of every class. Okay, I'll give you the last 10 minutes, and in the last 10 minutes, you people are going to ask me your question, your confusions, your doubts. If you are having a doubt, if you are having any question, you have to raise your question and the queries in the last 10 minutes of every class. Last 10 minutes is all yours. Okay. So you are intimated to keep you are intimated to keep a notebook with you all the time in all the lectures to take the note and to note down the question you need to ask. Why I ask you to keep your notebook with you, for suppose if you are having any doubt or if you are having any question about your lecture, you are not supposed to ask me during the lecture. So for this, what you do, you have to keep your notebook with you. You have to pen down your question in your notebook, and when I'll give you the time for the queries or for the questions, you have to ask me that question at that time. That is beneficial for you if you people are going to keep your notebook with you. Just write down your question in that notebook and just ask me when I end my lecture. Okay. Now, no one is allowed to exit the class before it ends. You have to stay with me in my whole lecture. Nobody is allowed to exit the class before it ends. However, if any one of you exit the class, then you will not be allowed to join my class again. Make sure. Once if you exit the class, you are not allowed to join the class again. Next. At all the times you are bound to remain active. That is the important point. You have to remain active in the whole lecture. As I have all the right to ask you the question in the middle of my lecture, or I ask you the question time to time just to check it out that you people are there or not. You are active, you are available or not. So make sure you have to remain active. Next is all of you are directed to know your roll number by. You have to know your roll number, and that roll number is provided you on your result pack. The result pack that is provided to you, that roll number will be there. Okay, if you haven't received your result pack, just come to the school and take your result pack. Next is at all the time, I expect you people to behave nicely and to be upright. I hope that you meet my expectation and show the best of your conduct. However, if you people are involved in violating these rules, and if you people are going to make something bad in this class, strict action will be taken against you people. So all of you are requested to behave very well in the class. Okay? So Sorry for the inconvenience, guys. Okay, now the next one is after every lecture. Yes, after every lecture, the assignment will be uploaded on the Google Classroom. I think all of you people are enrolled in the Google Classroom. All of you are there. If you are not there, kindly please enroll yourself on Google Classroom. So, after every lecture, assignment will be uploaded on the Google Classroom, and these assignments carry marks and grade. So you are bound to complete all the assignments properly and to submit them for checking. Okay, and the date of the submission of the assignment will also be uploaded on the Google Classroom. If I give you the assignment, then you people just wait for the assignment submission date. I'll give you the submission date, and on that date you are going to submit your assignment, and that date will be uploaded on the Google Classroom. And the last point, and that is very important for you as well, is the link of every lecture. The link of every lecture will be uploaded on the Google Classroom, and that link is the YouTube link. Just make sure that link is the YouTube link. For suppose if you miss any part of your lecture, if you miss any part of your lecture, or if you are not able to attend your lecture for any reason, so you have to take that lecture from the Google Classroom. That is beneficial for you. That is just for you people. Like for suppose if you miss your lecture for any reason, so you have to take your lecture from that Google Classroom, and the link is provided to you people. Okay, I hope all of you are going to follow these rules for the online classes. And I hope everyone is going to understand these rules. Okay, now this is our first lecture for the grade 8, and the topic is set. All of you are requested to open your maths book with you and your notebook as well. For suppose if you have any confusion or if you are having any doubts, so you just keep or pen down your doubt or your confusion in your notebook, and when I ask you to ask me the questions, then you are supposed to tell me that. Okay, so you have to pen down your confusion, you have to pen down all the important points in your notebook. Okay, so now first chapter is set. You people are very well aware of the set. You studied this before. Hmm?
Stop sharing. Stop sharing.
Stop sharing is the button. If I want to stop sharing, अगर मैं इस पे click करूँगी, then it stop.
अच्छा stop sharing.
Yes, no, it's not like that. It's not moving on. No, आगे नहीं हो रहा है. Hang हो रहा है. Just call it. Yes, you have to do your assignment. If I ask you to do the practice, then you have to do your practice in the loose sheet. Okay? आगे नहीं जा रहा. Thank you. Yes, guys, again. Yes, this is your maths book for class 9 and metric. You are going to study this book in your grade 8. Okay, and this is of Saint Textbook Board Jamshoro. I know all of you have this book. Okay, and this is your maths copy. That is the orange color copy. What you have to do is you have to supposed to write down your roll number at the top. You are supposed to write down your roll number at the top, and then you have to write down your full name. Okay, you people are requested to write down your full name here, okay? And you have to write down your class over here and then section. Mention your section. If you don't know the section, if you don't know your section, just leave this box, okay? And then in the subject column, you have to write down the subject, that is Math CW book. Okay, so this is your maths for book for class 9 and 10. Also, this book is for class 9 and 10, but we are going to study this book in grade 8. And this is the same textbook board jam shuru. And this is your maths copy. What you have to do, you have to write down your roll number this, okay, at the top of your copy. When you submit me your copy, then it is really very easier for me, okay, to make your attendance for your submission. So you have to write your name, you have to write down your class, you have to mention your section, plus you have to write down your subject. Okay? Now, yes, Bete, now this is the chapter of set, first chapter in your maths book, and the name of the chapter is called set. Okay, but right now I am not going to take your queries. At the end of the lecture, if you are having any confusion or if you are having any problem, then I am going to discuss that problem with you people, okay? So, should we start? Yes, okay. Now I am going to start my lecture now. So, first of all, chapter set. First of all, how you people are going to define set. In journal, if I talk about the set, then set is the collection of things. And it is the collection of anything, like the collection of dress, collection of keys, collection of copies, and the collection of your storybooks, collection of your comics, collection of your novel, collection of anything. Okay, set in journal, what we call set is the collection of things. Collection of things. And that collection is maybe the collection of a dress, as I told you so many examples, like the collection of the keys, collection of copies, collection of flowers, collection of dress, okay, just like that. So, what is the definition of set is, the proper definition is, a set is a collection of well-defined class of distinct objects. Now, there are two words for the set. Set is a collection, as I told you, collection is called set. But here we are going to use the two words for the set. The first is well-defined and the second one is the distinct object. Now, what is well-defined? Like for suppose if I ask you to write down the set of a number from 1 till 10. Okay, if I ask you to write down the set of the numbers from 1 till 10, how you are going to write down the set of the number, that is well defined. You are supposed to write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is well defined. Everybody knows this, what are the set of the numbers from 1 till 10. Okay, for suppose the second example, if I ask you to write down the set of smart students, set of smart student. Now, is this considered to be a set to write down the name of the smart students? No, not exactly. Why? Because here smart is not defined. Smart is not defined, or we can say that these are the relative terms. These are the relative terms because it will change from person to person. In my opinion, I have a very different definition of smart. For suppose I am going to write down the people who are mentally smart. Yes, and maybe in your opinion, you are supposed to write down the people who are physically smart, looks. Okay, so to write down the set of the smart student is not exist just because smart here, the word smart is not defined. And we can say that these are the relative term because it will change from one person to another person. I have a very different definition of a smart, and you people are having a very different definition of a smart. But for suppose if I ask you to write down the set of numbers from 1 till 10, then there is just one definition. Like you have to write down the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It doesn't vary from person to person. So this is called well defined. This is called well defined. Okay, this is called well defined. Now the second one is the distinct object. Distinct object. Now what the word distinct means? Elements in the set never repeated. Elements in the set never repeated. Okay, every element appears just once in a set. Okay, every element appears just once in a set. You are not supposed to write down the two same numbers. Repetition is not allowed in the set. This is the rule, that you are going to write down the number once. Okay, and elements in the sets are never repeated. Every element appears just once in a set. Okay, and the second thing is, right, now just check it out. This is the set of X. The name of the set is called notation. Name of the set is called notation. Name of the set is called notation, and it could be any alphabet. It could be any alphabet. Yes, guys. Here I have a set, and the name of the set is x is equals to x, y, z. Just note down this thing, that x is the name of set. X is the name of set, and the set are usually denoted by capital letters. Okay, you are going to write down the name of the set by capital letters. This is called the notation. This is how you are going to notate your set, and this could be any alphabet. This could be any alphabet. Okay, here I am going to write the name of the set is X. Okay, so x is equals to x, y, z. Just make sure x, y, z. These are the elements of the set. These are the elements of the set which belongs to set x. X, y, z. These are called elements. These are called elements. So you can say that x, y, z is the member of x, are the members of x, y, z. This is called elements. This is called elements. Okay, and elements by small letters. Elements by small letter. The name of the set by capital letter, and the elements by small letter. So first, suppose here I write here x, small x. This is belongs to. This stands for belongs to. Here x belongs to, x belongs to set x. What does it mean? It means that x is the element of x. X is the element of x. Okay. Now, what is the set? A set is the collection of well-defined class of distinct objects which are called its element. The set are usually denoted by capital letters x, a, b, c to x, y, z, and the elements by the small letter a, b, c and x, y, z. Okay. For example, I give you the example. This is the name of the set, and you are going to write down the name of the set by capital letter, and these are the elements or the member of the set x, and you are supposed to write down the elements by small letter. Okay, and this is the sign of belongs to here. It means ki X belongs to X. X is the member of X. I hope you understand this. This is very basic. You have done this. Now, here we are having a sets of numbers. Sets of number. Now, n is equals to 1, 2, 3, and then so on. Now, these are n stands for all the natural number. N stands for all the natural numbers. What does it mean? It means that natural numbers are started from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on. Here n mean natural numbers. N mean natural numbers. Okay, and then come to the second set. Second set is called set of all whole numbers. This is the natural number. Natural number is started from 1, and this is the set of whole number. Whole numbers is started from 0. This is the difference in between natural and the whole number. Natural number is started from 1, whereas the whole number is started from 0. Now here we have a set Z. Z is the integer, set of all integers, and in integers there are positive integers plus there are negative integers. Positive integers and negative integers. Okay, and the next is O. O stands for odd number, as these are the positive integers, so we are supposed to write down positive odd numbers. Now the odd numbers are started from 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, and then so on. And here we have the next set is set of even numbers. Set of even numbers. Now what are even numbers? Even numbers, set of all the positive even numbers. These are the positive integers, so we call it the positive even numbers. Even number is started from, you can say that 2, 4, 6, 8. All the even numbers are those numbers which are divisible by 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and then so on. Okay, and then P stands for prime number, set of all positive prime number. Why I'm going to use the positive over here? Just because these are all the positive integers that is why I'm supposed to use the word positive over here. So set of all the positive prime numbers. Now what are prime numbers? Prime numbers are the numbers which are having two factors only. One factor is 1 and the other factor is itself. For suppose if I write here 2, then 2 is having only two factors. The one is 1 and the second factor is 2 itself. Okay, so the prime numbers are the numbers having two factors only. First factor is the 1 and the second factor is the number itself. And then we are having set of all the positive composite numbers. C stands for composite number. Now what are composite numbers? Composite numbers are the numbers having more than two factors. Having more than two factors. Now what are composite numbers? Composite numbers are the numbers which are having more than two factors. Here we have 4. Now 4 is having how many factors? 1. 1 is the factor of 4, 2 is the factor of 4, and 4 is the factor of itself. 6 is here, 1 is the factor of 6, 2 is the factor of 6, 3 is the factor of 6, and 6 is the factor of itself. These are all the sets, okay, which we are going to use. Set of natural numbers, set of whole numbers, set of integers, and integers we are having the positive integers, plus we are having the negative integers, and then we are having a set of all the odd numbers, positive odd numbers. Okay, we are having a set of even numbers, and then prime numbers and composite number. Now I told you what is the difference in between the natural and the whole number, what are integers, what are odd numbers, what are even number, what is the difference in between prime and composite numbers. So now the next thing is representation of sets. How we are going to represent the sets? How we are going to represent the set? The first method to represent the set is the tabular method, and the second method is this descriptive method. First is the tabular method, and the second one is the descriptive method, and third one is the set builder notation. Set builder notation. And the next is the set builder notation. Set builder notation. Set the first representation of the set is by tabular method. We are going to list our data by tabular method. We are represent our data with the help of descriptive method, and the last is the set builder notation. Set builder notation. Now the next. Now, what is the tabular method? What is the tabular method? Okay. Now, the tabular method is, in this method, elements of the sets are enclosed within the braces and separated from each other by comma. Now, you know the elements. Elements are the member of any set. The elements are the member of any set, and if the elements are enclosed within the braces, so how we are going to represent this set? Let's see. For example, A is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First, the set are enclosed. The elements of the set are enclosed within the braces. Like we are going to put the bracket at the starting, at the beginning, and at the end. Okay. Okay, guys, we are going to take a break for 5 minutes, and after 5 minutes, I will connect you again. Thank you.